Here we go, Kimo Sabi. Okay, so I do have a problem with people who buy blue checks.
Me too. Oh my God.
That's
I'm very confused.
that is a weak ass advertisement for who you are. You know?
Yeah. Because it was once supposed to be in a certain elevation and status. It's kind of like monogram Louis Vuitton.
Ooh.
And people buying fake Louis Vuitton.
And that's what we're talking about on this episode of Sorry for My Language. All right, I appreciate you. I'm going to hit you later. Woo! Yeah. Sometimes I get inspired by life. Happy Juneteenth month. We're leaning on down into Juneteenth week, but we're not there yet. Right now it's Pride Month. Damn, man, I swear. Pride Month this year entered the chat with so much more weight than Black History Month did. And we got to do better. But shout out to all the G's. To all the G's and all the L's and the B's and the... You know, this isn't what I'm here to talk about. But let's discuss it. When you have the LGBTQ, couldn't it just all be summed up by saying Q? Or is it like if you have if you're black, why do you want to be considered African American or Jamaican or Afro Latina or whatever? Why don't you just be black? Why don't you just be Negra? So it's me saying everybody could just be Q. Like one of them saying, all of y'all could just be Negra. I don't know. And that's why these forums are real cool places for us to work our differences out, discuss different things that we don't know, because in the end of the end and in the beginning of the end, we don't know. We only know what we know. And what I do know is that if there is a person who introduces themselves by their first and last name, they're a fraud. That's a fraud alert. Think about anybody in your whole entire life who introduced themselves and not because they shared the last name of somebody else who might be in the room, but think about anybody who might have introduced themselves by first and last name, stuck their hand out. How you doing? I'm Aubrey Jackson. And hit you with the first and last name. And they're not a teacher or a pastor. Somebody where it's casual and they hit you with the first and last name. That person is a fraud. They got a lot up their sleeve, and you got to watch out for that type of individual. Usually that type of person is one to buy the blue check. For those of you all who are not involved in social media, and by the way, if you hear like some extra noise, baby, it's muggy. It's muggy, baby. What is it really? What it is that's the air conditioner jumping off. So if you hear like a little extra machinery noise, that's what that is. But back to what we on. In a casual setting, if it's somebody and they're really talking about, hi, my name is first, last name, it's a smoke signal that they're about to hit you with the weak pack. They're about to hit you with that garbage of a personality. And I just want everybody to be aware of what you're doing and what you're hearing. And somebody hearing this won't correct it. So it's just a thing that they're used to doing. It's a thing that they do. They believe that it gives off something that it doesn't give off. I almost used to say that about doctors. Like if you meet somebody in a cool environment and they're like, "How you doing? I'm Dr. Smith." Be like, "Man, you Dr. Smith." But then at the same time, I'm like, all right. In this society, you get to be Dr. Smith. I'm Dr. Leon Smith. Nah. Let me correct that. You know, Dr. Leon Smith, you don't get no pass either. You don't. If we meet casually, you're not Dr. Nobody. That's what they gave you. You are who you are. You are not what you've done. Because at that point, what if I throw a accolade onto my name? Then it could get real strange, right? How you doing, Dr. Leon Smith? They call me the Punisher, right? See, it could go there. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with that trial, but that's what that was a reference to. But it's a lot of muck in the water, a lot of muck, and social media has introduced the muck. So it's a beautiful place, and it's a dangerous place. Social media, internet, all that. In a place where your honors, and these are just like basic ass social honors, but what they are, what I think the blue check is, it's the entryway to a social accreditation system, right? That's something that we don't want. We just want to be able to live and not be judged on our social credit, not have points taken away or given, right? Well, here we are offering up for social credits that you haven't even earned. So therefore, if there's some way for those points to be given and taken away and they mean something, I think a lot of people might go for that bait. And buying the blue check is trying to get yourself cut in line in the social credit system. So therefore, your empty words are going to somehow mean more because you have that check than somebody who's really spitting. Now let's take that all the way where it needs to be. I'm looking in the chat. I see you have a blue check, right? So therefore, I pay more attention to you. Now, if you're a blue check having person who bought it, what you got to pay on it monthly? I don't know how Twitter X works. I don't know how any of them work. I know a lot of people have checks. I know like Spotify got a verified check. Twitter got one. Instagram got one. TikTok. Anyway, I'm not sure if you could buy one on every one of them, but some people purchase these checks to make you think that they're a little more important to others than they truly are. Now, imagine I follow you, right, on social media, and I get a whole big bag of nothing after really checking you out. And then all it is just you just mentally masturbating on your keyboard. That's all it is. You're not giving nothing to heal, teach, elevate. And if you think you are doing that, it's not doing what you think you're doing, which is why you're paying for it. You didn't want to have to go through the ranks of the people actually saying, yeah, man, I fuck with this. So now here you are fooling me. I've wasted my time. And you're probably one of those introduced by the first and last name type people. So if I didn't pick up on the first cue of the false activity, here I am experiencing the detriment of your existence in this arena. And I'm saying this because there are several people in the life arena, in the social media arena, who are giving it to you fake, not straight. And you might be wasting your God-given time, the only stopwatch you got, on people who are straight faking it, curving you. And really, they're curving you because you coming at them like, man, I want to get to know the person. I want to get to know the thing. And then it's like, let me introduce you to this zero of a person who I really am. Cause I'm trying just like y'all, but all this is fake. A lot of those followers have been purchased. And the only way that you could tell, like, well, not the only way, but one of the ways you could tell if somebody is faking it or not with like the blue check and all the followers is if you start looking at the comments. And then when you could tell like a lot of them have similar type comments, those are bots. Those were purchased. Ain't nothing real about what they got going on. And then when it's a certain amount of comments that don't quite match up to a small percentage of the followers, and it's not enough interaction, then you could be like, man, this person got 500,000 followers and 4 interactions or something like that. You know, that person has bought some stuff and they're faking. And there's so much of that going on online that it gives fake aspirations and bad information. Now, I'm saying this because just like my friend was saying on the phone earlier, y'all drive the fake market. Y'all are the Louis monogram bag toters. Look what I am. Look what I got. Look what I am because what I got. Right? That's what you are. A couple of coins makes you who you are. Now, I'm one who doesn't like to be lied to. I think in the world that we're in, as if we're going to be somewhere else, several people do not like to be lied to. But the lies are perpetual. From the monogram, Gucci, Louis, look at what I'm wearing. Let's see how far this goes. This says this on it. That means that I spent that much on it. If I spent that much on it, that means that I am able to experience conspicuous leisure in a world where several people are not. Therefore, I am more fit than the others. And if I am more fit than you, then you need to understand the hierarchy around this motherfucker. That's what it's saying. But it only says that to those who are listening that way, because to somebody who's not listening that way, you look like a tryhard. You look like a tryhard. It looks like a little emptiness going on. I'm just saying. You got this outward display, but what's inside? What's going on with you? Now, I'm not mad at well-made things. Of course, I'm a designer. Shout out. This is brought to you by Grindstone Universal. Go to grindstoneuniversal.com and you can see the finest in urban luxury. I make the fly stuff. I make the fly shit, man. Okay? Just go to the website, go to grindstoneuniversal.com and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I am absolutely not one who's throwing shade at the high quality shit. But a lot of y'all with the big ass monogram logo shit, y'all don't have the highest of the quality because it's too easy to peep what it is. Right? You got the shit trying to impress the people who are in line for beer and fries. You trying to impress them. But you ain't rocking the real worth, as Raekwon would say. Rich niggas rocking all the real worth. Anyway, that reference is verbal intercourse. I wish I knew the damn lyrics, but I don't. Y'all are trying to impress the people in the nosebleeds with the fucking, look at the name of what I'm wearing. Look at this bag where I just throw my extra shit in. Clunk. Oh yeah, by the way, it's made by them. That means I'm that. That means I'm this. Man, check this out. No fake flex. But I'm about to go to Asia, right? And a matter of fact, I'll be doing a little bit broadcasting live from where I'm about to be. I'm about to be around in factories. Now, I'm not one for the fake flex, But I might just go there on a little expose and show y'all how easy it is to get the shit there for under 100 crispy dollars that you would be paying 5 digits for here, 4 or 5 digits for here. I'm gonna show you how easy it is, and you put your realist up to whatever I could show you, and I bet you can't tell a difference. I mean, it's the new lab diamond. You know what I'm saying? It's the new lab diamond. So what are you really saying if everything that you're presenting to me is an external? Who are you? And what difference does it make to you who I think you are? Why you doing all this? You think that puts you on a level where I got to do something for you now, or where you get more social credits now? The people in line for beer and fries might give you the props because they don't think that they could touch their monograms. But the people who are doing the real shit don't give a fuck. I just want to make my feelings a little more coherent because I really dislike the fake shit. I don't like that bullshit injected lips when you got the BBL on your face lips. I don't like that shit either. That shit is fucking crazy as hell looking. If nobody told you, this shit looks fucking crazy. And I know you feel more complete having your lips look like hooves. look like deer hooves or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, man. I know it's supposed to look plump and juicy and sexy, but it looks deformed. And I know you might just get a little poke. But that should be looking fucked up too. It's like the blue check of the face, right? So you have a lip job, and I'm supposed to enter thinking like, ooh, she got plump lips. Those plump lips give off a signal in real life about your fertility. Ooh, she's more fertile. Ooh, I want to mate. She's more fit. It's time to mate. Just last night, I was watching I was about to say a film. I was watching a clip with the dude. He was a hunter, and he was with his family, and it was a buck, which is a male deer, and he breeded this doe. Doe's the female deer. Breeded, meaning he gave it to her deery style. Thank. He humped on her until she couldn't walk. So she went in the little riverbed and tried to lay low because he couldn't hump her in the water because he was young. He was a young buck actually, and he couldn't find it. Young buck couldn't even find it. But he tried to knock it down to the point where she was unable to walk, and then he started hitting her with the antlers and all that shit, right? And it was just, hey, that's what young deer do. That's what a deer gonna deer out. And that's the primal signal that you all would like to give out with the injections and stuff. Like you want to look more fruitful for the mating. Now all fruit ain't right, so men don't get confused. But is that the goal? Y'all want to look more fit for the humping? I mean, you might be running for cover in that riverbed one day too. You might attract the wrong buck. But I'm just saying, is that where we are? We just want to attract. And then once the crowds around you, it's going to be so many people to find out that you're just an empty box. You're a confused person who is yet to find themselves. In most cases, not in all cases, but in most cases, that's how it ends up. I mean, and with that being said, the blue check is to give a sense of celebrity. Even though it's in the social media world, it's still like there's a sense of celebrity that goes along with that in that social media world. You're at the cool kids table. You're the one. You're the shit, right? But even if you are the shit at that table itself is a falsehood. So think about celebrityism. This person might be real dope at playing the piano. This person might be real dope at dressing people. This person might be excellent. They're gifted with analytical breakdowns of stock markets or something. When you get close up on whoever these expert people are, you're going to realize that they're humans who have natural flaws. And it ain't nothing's wrong with having a natural flaw as a human, but you're going to realize that they're just people. And then you're going to, at some point, if you're fortunate, you're going to realize that celebrity worship and idolatry amongst people is a big ass waste of your time. And so therefore, if you are pretending to be a celebrity, not only are you wasting your own time, you're wasting the time of the people who you are attracting with your whole entire brand. You're paying for a fucking blue check. You're paying for better status, so we'll listen to you. And more than likely, if you're paying for it, you're a person who has not done the shit you talking about you did. Like, you're faking it till you make it. But faking it till you make it is one of the worst things that you can do. Although I know you've heard that that's the way you do the shit. No, do not fake it till you make it. That shit will have you out here wearing fake ass jewelry. That shit will have you out here busting your pocket in half, sitting somewhere that you know you can't afford. That shit will have you in places that won't be building you, but those will be places that'll be robbing you of your time while you could really be off on your dolo building what you need to bring to the collective. Fake it till you make it needs to get, that's a term that needs to get totally left behind. That shit don't work. If you're an athlete, you can't fake it till you make it. No, you have to go in solitude and do your fucking work. That's what has to happen. If you are a student, you can't fake it till you make it. You have to pass the fucking test. On some level, you got to do the work yourself. I see a lot of artists out there faking it till they make it, but then what is make it? I guess it's what you're in it for, right? If you wanted that one hit or that whatever it was, then all right, here you go. You faked it. We gave you a stage. You got it. But then later, everybody found out that you were fraudulent. And then people are aggressively not going to fuck with you. Now, hopefully you capture the check and you secure some money for your friends and family in that time. But if you're that one hitter quitter type artist, or you had that one little season and you were faking it, somebody probably put you on. You probably owe somebody on that back end. So it's really tough to say that fake it till you make it is a thing that you should be doing. And so the purchasing of the blue checks is weak as fuck. It's an inherent weakness in a person. That person needs approval to the point where they'll lie to you. And if they lie to you on intro and it worked and they got rewarded with your attention, guarantee that person gonna lie to you again and again and again and again. Until you slap at them in the face. Slap at them in the face like a pizza. I was thinking about getting a pizza earlier, man, which is why I even thought about pizza. I don't even think about pizza, but my man told me about this good spot. He said it was good, and I trust his judgment. Shit just made me think about some damn food. And I worked out today. Now, this is just a look into my life in the sunshine, right? So I woke up early. I challenged myself to wake up this morning. I worked out. And these workouts I be doing, man, they're so damn difficult to me. They're so challenging that for the rest of the day, I am looking for rest. And I don't always take advantage of the time that I've been given to just rest. And I be tired as fuck. And I don't want to mess that up with bad food, right? So I think about it. And on my top end, I eat good food. I'll be like, you know what? fresh fruit and vegetables and water. Fill your belly up with that, and then start thinking about if you're hungry. All right, then if you need a snack, if you want something, then start thinking about your cravings. And usually, if you lead with health, if you lead with the healthy nutritional things, then later on you don't think about the bullshit. And if you think about it, you probably so satiated that you like, man, I'm cool. I'm gonna think about it, but I don't really want that. But I had to really just think that out loud because for some reason I'm up here damn thinking about pizza. Smacking somebody like a pizza pie. I don't even know if that's how you, if that's even part of the process of making a pizza. I think you got to throw the dough up like that or something, but I don't know. I don't know, and I'm okay with saying I don't know. But the people with the damn purchase blue checks are not okay with saying they don't know. They need to be your mama. They need to be your daddy. They need to be your big bruh. They need to be all this bullshit that they not. They need to be all this shit that they not born to be. And just remember, that's the same person who told you and showed you who they were when you first met them. And you didn't believe them. They told you. They gave you their first name and their last name right when they met you. That's how you should have known they was full of shit. How you doing? I'm da-da-da-da-da. Nigga, don't first and last name me. Don't first and last name me when we meet in a situation where there's fried food somewhere. You know, this ain't the big conference where I need to know your first last name and maybe the school you went to or your discipline that you work in or whatever. I'm just trying to think of something where the first and last name at the same time is even necessary. But this ain't that. We somewhere and you got beer batter onion rings on the bar. You know, like, come on, man, you gotta do all that. You're doing the supermost, but you want me to think that you got one up. You read a book or something that said do that shit. But all I'm doing, I'm reading you like a book, you falsy. So for all you blue check buying villains, all you bot purchasers, the jig is up. We see you. Matter of fact, we see what's behind you because we see through you. So I wanted to come on here and announce that it's a new day. And social media is going to continue to evolve. So people who do fugazi shit is going to get seen and picked up. Like whatever we're doing right now in social media, it is totally different than what we were doing 5 years ago. And whatever we're doing right now is totally different right now than it's going to be this time next year. Like whatever the capture is on certain stories, whatever the strategy is on putting out content, whatever the advertising for a product is, however it goes down, it's going to be totally different. So as it evolves, just know that some of your old tricks are bullshit. So that goes to all the blue check buyers and everybody with a BBL on their face in the form of bloated lips. Don't fool us from the jump. Be honest, or you might get lied to too. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm probably saying more than that, but that's what I really wanted to say. And I really appreciate everybody who has appreciated me in this journey with this logo right here. Everybody who found this logo a part of their life at some point, one way or the other, you wore it, you saw it, you were attracted, you bought in, you took a picture, you put that sticker on your computer, skateboard, race car, bike, motorcycle, helmet, locker, whatever you did, you got some of the DNA of something real. There's something real with that. Like that that exists from a real place. Ain't no BBL on that. Ain't no first last name fake introduction, firm handshake posturing with that. This is real. This is from the heart. This rocks with you like a heartbeat rocks with you and a person and communes with the room. So I might be a little classic. I might be a little conventional with thinking that things should be real with no yeast on it. But that's how I like mine. And if it's not like that, I got to point it out. And if you keep rocking with the fake, I understand you made that choice. It's cool. But I got to just let you know it's fake. So if you have a friend who bought a blue check, just know that the bullshit does not stop there. And it didn't start there. Know that your friend got like a tremendous slice of fugaziness with them. And they're not playing a game to win. They're not even winning with that. Like, that's not even the end goal. They present as fake, and they're going to keep faking. They're going to keep posturing. And not like social media is the place where you have to be your realest, most authentic self. Social media is the commercial, right? But if you are on the commercial and you're a Bow Wow challenge type motherfucker in this environment, like you sit next to the jet or whatever, or you do the fake shit, it's only one way to look at you. And there are not many more ways to say it. So with all earnest, honest purity, I want you to go forth and be bold and honest with being who you really are. Even if you are a fugazi ass blank. Not a hot shot, but you's a blank. And this is with no malice. We're just calling it how it is. And then once we know, we can shake hands on it and we can be who we are. Okay. The whole thing, be who you are. We love you. Go to grindstoneuniversal.com. It's where progress is made and truth is revealed. I'm Grindstone. Saying make it real and keep it real. And we're going to keep it there.